Hi everyone, quick one for you today. What if you could take a long form content and turn it into a presentation for your team, for yourself, for whatever? Great, right? Super. So to start out, I'll show you, I wrote this blog post and it's about the difference between CX and CS, right? CS versus CX. This was actually something that I saw another post somebody talked about. They wrote just like a little blurb. I went into a lot more detail, talked about things in a little bit more depth, and then at the end added some 10 points that you can sort of 10 actions that you can actually do instead of just high level. Wouldn't this be nice? I actually gave some action items. And I thought, gosh, this would be great if I could give people a PDF or something to show their team, to sort of say, hey, I work in CS, I want to help my team understand the differences. Instead of sending them to this article, I'm going to do a little lunch and learn, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show them the differences with this, this slideshow kind of thing. It's a lot of effort to put this into a slideshow. So I thought, gosh, let's use one of my favorite tools. I'm going to use Bolt this time. Normally I would use Lovable. I find Lovable does a really good job with just the aesthetic of things, but I wanted to use a different tool today to show you that you don't have to use Lovable, and I'm actually on the free version of Bolt. So this is Bolt.new. I think you get 5 free prompts a day, similar to Lovable or something like that. So I have not paid for this one. This is all free. So what I've done here is I've taken the link to this blog post. This could be any blog post, any blog content, whatever you want. And I've gone and I've said here, turn this blog content into a presentation I can share with my CSM team so we can understand the differences between CX and CS, so we can deliver better CS and move away from only delivering good CX, which we already do. So I gave it a little bit of context here. Now this is going to change depending on you, your organization, what you're looking for, what you need to do. But give it a prompt that gives a little bit of context about what's going on and sort of what you want to do with this content. And then I gave it the blog post. Simple, easy. Bippity boppity boo, has a blah burr, here it goes. It did a whole bunch of thinking. And honestly, it's kind of crazy what it gave us. I did not know that Bolt.new did this. And just for context, it looks like it's using something called slide dev, which I don't know what that is, but it's obviously something Bolt is taking advantage of and tapping into. So it took the content from that site, used the context of my prompt, and made this for us. Now you get typical slide controls at the bottom here. You can go full screen, you can see all of the slides. There's a dark mode, yeah, okay. You can add, like you can record. I haven't tested this, but this slide dev allows you to use your webcam and record and then save. So you could make this, run through this as a presentation and record it and then deliver that video to your team as well. But let me just show you, you can just go forward. So it's taken all the points. I'm just pressing right on my keyboard right here. You can also press spacebar. Left, right goes back and forward. And it goes through like you would have a nice slide. So you have something to deliver to your team. It does do this. See, it sort of put content that doesn't fit into the slide. And I did ask it here later on to, oh, see, it had a problem and didn't actually fix it. That's why. It did put some content in here that didn't go over, and it also did this where it just sort of gave us the code behind it instead of giving us the completed product. But you get the idea. So let's just try and attempt a fix here and see if it'll correct those couple things. While it's doing that, let me just reiterate what just happened. I took this long form content that isn't super long, but is a bit long. I took the URL, I went into Bolt, I said, hey, build me a slide deck. It built me a slide deck with the content that I wanted. And now I have something that I can present to my team. Or even for myself, like if I wanted to do this myself, I could take this and just run through this. How great is that? Let's see, no, it still has some overflow content here, and this isn't quite filled in, but these are things that you could, work through you could work through. Let me just try this now. Let's just say, let's just work on slide 10. It's showing code, not real content. Let's see if it can update that for us. But you can see how you could do this with anything. A blog post. You could even go and get a transcript from a YouTube video which you could possibly use Google Notebook LM to get a transcript from, or a number of other ways that you can scrape transcripts, the text from YouTube videos, and do this with, then effectively do this with the content from a YouTube video, which is really neat. So yeah, let's just see if this figures it out while we are here. It'd be kind of cool if it did. Again, this is Bolt.new. I'm on the free tier. Anybody can do this. So that's kind of cool. I'm sure too, if you were to prompt it to say, give me the option to download, or does slide that it used here give me this? You can even like write on it. It's pretty neat that it just used this. Yeah, look, here's like, you can write through this. Okay, let's see, did it give, no, it still hasn't fixed slide 10, but you know, whatever, it's not perfect. Still a really good starting point. Even if you wanted to take this and turn it into your own Google slide, for example, you've sort of got the skeleton, the scaffolding built for you, which is super helpful, because I always find building slide decks is kind of like, where do I start? What's the like, what does the structure of this deck need to look like? So this kind of gives it to you. If you wanted to, you could even give it a better prompt and say, you are an expert at delivering content or something like that. Like, give it that sort of context of being somebody that is really good at both building and delivering this type of content, and that'll further probably make an even better version of this slide. So yeah, check it out, try it, let me know how it goes. Yeah, cool, thanks, see ya.